Welcome back to RV Hookup Hacks with AMA Happy Campers. I'm Liam with AMA, joined by Steve Hawkridge, Red and Blue Seal RV Tech and SATE instructor. Today, Steve's going to be talking to us about hooking up our sewer lines to our RVs, as well as everybody's favorite part of RV ownership, dumping. So Steve, what do we need to know to hook up our sewer line to our RV?
First thing, we want to make sure that we're wearing gloves because we're dealing with some pretty nasty stuff. Also too, we want to make sure that we're courteous to the people in the lineup behind us. So we want to be as efficient as possible when we're at the dumping station. And speaking of courtesy, we want to make sure that our hose is planted where it should be, where we want our waste to go. If we have any spills, make sure to clean them up for the next person. So for our first step, what we're going to do is disconnect the sewer cap, add our hose on. At this point, we're ready to dump what's in our tanks. What we want to do is we always want to dump our black tank first. And these are momentary valves. So we never want to leave them open for any length of time. So after our black tank, our toilet tank is empty, we close our valve and open our gray tank. And we let our gray tank water clean out our hose.
And so why do we do it black and then gray?
The simple fact is, once we dump our black tank, we want to get rid of all the junk that's in our hose from our toilet water, and our gray tank will do that. Some trailers also have a sewer flush system. We never want to put water to the sewer flush unless that black tank valve is open, because we are filling our black tank up with water. If it's got no place to go, it'll go inside our trailer.
We would not want that.
No.
So once I've been doing the drain, is there anything else that I need to do to treat my system?
After we've emptied both tanks, closed off the valves, we want to make sure that we put in some toilet chemical to help degrade the next tank that we fill up. And we also want to make sure that we're using RV approved toilet paper as well too, so we don't clog up our system.
Really? RV toilet paper, is that something I have to use or is that a gimmick?
Well, us technicians like it if you don't use it, because we get called out to expensive service calls if you don't.
Fair enough. Now with the RV chemical, what's the best kind to use and how much does it cost?
There's a wide variety of chemicals to use. Some are environmentally friendly, others have pleasant smells. It's all up to you on what you want to use. They're relatively inexpensive when you compare them to an expensive clog repair bill, and you can find them at any RV dealership.
Great. So if I'm a new RV owner and I'm picking up my RV chemical, should I expect to pick up one to get me through the season kind of thing?
Generally, every time you dump your tank, you're going to want to use one packet, one tablet, or one scoop, depending on how they sell it. So I like to pick up one or two for the season.
This is the kind of area where we definitely don't want to be making a mess out of things. So are there any other tips or around things that we don't want to have happen?
If you're a camper at a permanent site, let's say a golf course or a campground where you have your trailer year round, a lot of campers pull their gate valves open just so they don't have to deal with the waste throughout the year. It's a bad idea. You generally want to have the gate valves closed for the simple fact that when you're using your toilet, what happens if the gate valves are open, all the solids tend to stay and the liquids will go. Then you end up having a buildup of things you just don't want in there.
That is a great tip. Thank you, Steve. And thank you for tuning in for another Hookup Hacks video. Make sure that you sign up as part of our AMA Happy Campers Facebook group for more videos like these. And if there's things that you'd like to ask, let us know in the comments for future Hookup Hacks videos that you'd like to see. Have a great time. We'll see you next video.